Hey, this is Lindsay. I'm a coach, and my coaching practice is coachinglifealchemy.com. And I missed a flight to Colorado this morning, so I had some free time this afternoon and thought I should make a video. So I'm back at home right now with my dogs and thinking about what has been kind of up for me, because I know if it's up for me, then sharing about it is more real and impactful and might support what's up for you. So last week I talked about what I resist persists. So anything I'm pushing against is basically going to push back. And some other ways of how this impacts around goals, and this I think is really important because I work on this a lot with my clients, is how we set a goal. So if you have ever, let's say, I think weight loss and health is such an easy one to play with. So if you've ever made like a health goal or you decided, yeah, I'm taking this on. And so you dive in and you lose a bunch of weight or build a bunch of muscle or whatever, and it goes pretty well, and then it all comes back. Like the yo-yo, the roller coaster. Maybe that's happened with you and your bank account. Or any kinds of things where you've really tackled something and created success, and then it all kind of goes away again, which, by the way, builds the belief then that, like, things don't last, why should I bother, it's not worth it, and then that belief undermines how we move forward with everything if we're not careful. But what I want to talk about is the come from, like the kind of like the seed in which the goal grows from. So some other in self-growth world, this could be called the carrot or the stick. Are you moving away from a stick or towards a carrot? It can be in NLP, they call it, is it a move away from or a move towards? So what this means and why does this matter? What it means is sometimes, like, let's say, you try to put on the pair of pants and they don't fit anymore, and like you have a meltdown. Not that that's ever happened to me, but you have a meltdown and then you're like, oh crap, I got to do something. And so like you go sign up at the gym and you like throw everything away in your fridge, and kind of in like this manic burst, everything changes for a little while. That's a move away. That's a move away from, like, something happened, it sucked, and you're like, got to get out of here. So that can be useful because it generates all this energy and creates movement. So there's a use in it. And you've got to transform that energy into a move towards. This is why. Well, the difference, a move towards is, hey, I want this over there. I'm going to move towards it. I'm going to work my way to reach it. So even though what seems like the destination might be the same, like let's say losing 10 pounds, you might lose 10 pounds by moving away, and you might lose 10 pounds by moving towards. But what you do after time and after you reach it is where things get juicy. So when you're moving away from something, you're really just in a reaction. Another way to say that is resistance. What you resist persists, so it will come back. And if you think about it, like right now I'm sitting in my room, and if I'm freaking out about being here and my goal really just gets reduced to like, I don't want to be here, then anywhere else will do. I haven't actually put an intention or desire or something beneficial around where I go. I'm just saying, I don't want to be here. So what that looks like with our health again, like could be buckle down, lose some weight, get healthy, whatever. And then you're doing much better. So you've moved away from like kind of the trigger point. And then you're like, wow, well, I'm not there anymore, so I must be good. And then start eating crappy stuff again, or getting lazy, or eating late at night, or all of those lovely things we do to sabotage our health. Because all of a sudden there's no context around health. There's not anything drawing you forth, pulling you forward to something that matters. It's just framed in, as long as I'm not there, it doesn't matter. And so that's why we yo-yo, because we're just in, I don't want this pain, I don't want this, I don't want this, gets us moving. Then all of a sudden we're just kind of floating around because we are not actually anchored in something that's going to hold and maintain a commitment and keep us moving forward. So what works is, even if you start in that burst of like, holy crap, I don't want this anymore, that's cool. But then you've got to transform it into something forwarding. Like, again, working with health, like I'm committed to losing 10 pounds and being healthy and confident. and you work towards it, work towards it, work towards it. When you reach it, then you get to regroup, and now what? Now what am I working towards? So it's a shift in thinking, and it's moving you towards somewhere. Because also when you're clear about your commitment will dictate your actions, behavior, and thoughts. So having a commitment that's forwarding and leading you somewhere is going to transform all of your thinking and how you're relating to it versus a panic commitment of anything but that. I hope this is making sense. Other ways of saying it are carrot and a stick. Carrot is like, I always think of like the little donkey with like the carrot out in front of it and it's constantly moving towards it. And a stick is like, getting hit and trying to get away from being hit. So all the same ideas. And this is one of the reasons I think it's so valuable to work with a coach. And I know a lot of people who kind of think like, hey, my life's cool, why would I work with a coach? Or my life's so not cool, there's no way a coach is going to help me anyway. And one thing I want to highlight about a benefit of a coach for anybody is no matter who you are or what you're doing or where you're going somewhere. And having intention and eyes on that matters. Making choices about that matters. And a coach is a really great way to be clear for you that you are moving towards something and have a context, a mind frame, an attitude, beliefs, emotions, thoughts that all back up your commitment of what you're moving towards and support you in staying on it. And so also then when you reach it, it's sustainable. It becomes part of who you are and then fortifies all commitments you make from that point forward. So you're constantly building momentum versus starting and stopping. And I know that's one of the biggest ways a coach has served me. So I wanted to connect those dots of like how you set your goals, and then also how I can support you either in creating those goals or reframing them or how you take them on, because I think that's really valuable in the work. So I hope this inspires you and maybe create some clarity, especially around like if you've yo-yoed with things, that you're wonderful. Like it's possible. You can do it. You're capable. It has nothing to do with you. It's probably just the mindset around whatever you did. So stop all that like negative self-talk if it happens to be there and get back on track to your greatness and take on something new and beautiful because you want it and it serves you and you say so. So again, I'm Lindsay. I'm a coach and I would love to work with you. Call me, text me, reach out. And even if you have no idea what I'm talking about and you just want to like kick it around and see what's possible, I'd love to do that too. Okay, that's it for now. Big kiss. Bye.